there is a spiritual battle happening. However, the whole idea of the supernatural, I realize, seems strange and very unsophisticated and just unreasonable to many people in the modern world, including some people who identify as Christians. So this spiritual battle, it tends to be denied and forgotten about and mocked or just plain ignored. But my dear friends, the fact that something is denied, forgotten about, mocked, or ignored doesn't mean that it's not real. There's a passage in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. It says this, "For we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in heavenly places." There's a spiritual battle happening. You know, I made this video and I thought, all right, that's pretty good, talking about this supernatural world, and I went back and just re-listened to it and realized there are going to be people who will say, all right, so there's a spiritual battle happening. What do I do? What do I do about this? And so go back to Ephesians chapter 6, and here's what it says. "Therefore, put on every piece of God's armor, so you will be able to resist the enemy in the time of evil. Then after the battle, you'll be standing firm. Stand your ground, putting on the belt of truth and the body armor of God's righteousness. For shoes, put on the peace that comes from the good news, so that you'll be fully prepared. In addition to all these, hold up the shield of faith to stop the fiery arrows of the devil. Put on salvation as your helmet, and take the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God." Verse 18, "Pray in the Spirit at all times and on every occasion. Stay alert and be persistent in your prayers for all believers everywhere." That's what we want to do.